Just jumping on really fast because tomorrow, and just wanted to remind everybody, tomorrow I'm going to do a live 30-minute AI strategy for small business owners. It'll be free. It's going to be pretty general, going over my proprietary workflow called Compass. And I'm going to just go through some of the process of how I work with businesses and develop their personalized strategies. But even though it's going to be a general thing, it'll still be valuable to you because you'll, be able to implement that workflow if you choose, and just go ahead and work with it and go with it and integrate AI however you need it for your business. So Compass, what that is I clarify what you're trying to actually achieve. First thing we need to know is what you want to accomplish. From there, I do observe. Okay, so that's the O, and that's where we look at the patterns, habits, points of contention, points of strain and stress, and figure out how to work through those by mapping how AI can be integrated within your business in a meaningful way, not just, ad hoc random like so many businesses do. I mean, we have this cool shiny object called AI with 1,000 different tools. Most people think ChatGPT and they think AI, and it uses AI. It is AI, but it's just one small component. So when I do the mapping, I actually figure out what components actually are needed to integrate into what you're doing currently so it doesn't interrupt your current workflow or break things, because that's a key. A lot of businesses I talk with say, well, I already have a process, I already have a system. And it's like, you should. Businesses are run on systems, but if there's a way to make it better and more efficient, wouldn't that be a smarter choice for you to make? So then we prioritize. There's the P. We prioritize the ideas that will actually deliver the highest ROI with the least amount of disruption. Because my thing is not to interrupt or disrupt your business, because it still has to run, right? Even though we're bringing in these new tools, your business still has to function because, it's a business. You have employees, you have customers, and people relying on you. So the next part of that is A, which stands for align. And that's where I align the leadership so that the company moves in one direction without straying off a path too much. A couple of my clients are squirrel chasers. Yes, they say they've got ADD, and really, what it really is this is of very little interest to them, though they know it's valuable. This isn't their core competency, so it's not something that keeps their attention. And we're all ADD in that regard. If it's not something that catches our attention and keeps us engaged, then why would we do it, right? Even though we know it needs to be done. So I help align the leadership with what's going on and, remove that fear of breaking something. So the next part is the first S, which is sequence. And it puts things in a clear order. So, you go from A to B to C to D in a logical, clear way so you can go back and do it every time. It's funny, as an athlete, I never thought about this, but everything we do is a system. Everything is systematized, whether we know it consciously or not. Everything we do, has the same order every single day. Like when you wake up in the morning, you do the same thing every single day, whether you know it or not. There may be a little bit of variance here and there, but for all intents and purposes, they turn into the same process. So that's where the sequencing comes in. We'll put these things in a process. So even if you jump in at point D, it's the same thing going EFG, okay? And then the last part is the S. That's where we support the organization through guidance, through emails, through phone calls, whatever, to keep everybody on track so that you are able to use the systems and the strategies that we put in place for your business. So, anyway, I really encourage you to come to the live event tomorrow. It's going to be at 6 o'clock Central Time. I know a couple of places it said 6:30, and that was a mistake, but it is going to be 6 o'clock Central. So join me. And all you have to do is come onto whatever platform you're watching this on, whether that's Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, whatever. It'll be live. There's not going to be a login. There's no Zoom. There's no passwords, any of that stuff. I'm just going to pop on, like I said, 6 o'clock Central Time, and go over how all of this AI stuff can actually work in your business following this Compass framework. So I look forward to seeing you, and hopefully I can give you some good value tomorrow. That's it for today. In the meantime, have a great rest of your day. Go be productive, get things done, and I will see you tomorrow.